Hey everyone, it's Jason, and this is your cruise news update. And some people are calling these folks the rudest chair hogs ever. Passengers were shocked to see this item on the naughty table as they were disembarking their cruise. And I need your opinion. Would you want to go on a cruise with a bunch of dogs? So cruise story number 1, and have you ever had something confiscated while trying to get on your cruise? And some ports are more strict than others. They catch more items. And Port Canaveral is well known as being very strict. They seem to catch a lot of things. I've walked off of my cruise in Port Canaveral before and seen 6 tables full of items, mostly irons and steamers. Now last week they caught a crock pot, and this week they caught this right here. These are 2 swords that they caught. Now, this was posted on social media. Had over 100 comments, 500 likes. People were debating, were these real or not real? And come to find out, they are plastic swords from the Pirates Caribbean attraction in Walt Disney World. Obviously, a lot of people try to go to Disney 2 or 3 days before and then get on a cruise out of Port Canaveral. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is you can't bring toy weapons on cruises. Only one cruise line will allow that, and that's Disney, and it's still has some restrictions there. John Hield, the brand ambassador for Carnival, went as far as saying, we're going to take those items, even though many of the parents gave them feedback and gave them backlash over it. What do you guys think? Should these be allowed on a cruise? And what's the strangest thing you've seen on a naughty table as you've been getting off your cruise? Can't wait to hear from you in the comments. So cruise story number 2, and how do you feel about chair hogs? Personally, to me, I can't stand them. I think they're rude and inconsiderate. So folks were getting off the Valiant Lady in Bimini, Bahamas, and headed to the beach club there. And they said once they got off, they saw a group that held 50 chairs in some of the prime locations. Now you might be going, how do you know that it was one group? Because they had their own identified towels that they put on 50 chairs. Now, these chairs were empty, not 15, 20, 30 minutes, but 45 minutes to an hour. Passengers were finally like, look, these are some of the best chairs. No one's sitting in them. There's no one here taking them up. And the crew started taking them off. Now, someone from that group got a little upset. And if you know anything about crew members, they're pretty chill. They're not going to cause any waves usually. So they stopped for a little while. And then more passengers were like, no one's sitting in these. No one's shown up. And they kept taking those towels off. Now, if you're in this group or any other group, a large group, 50 people, you need to arrange this beforehand with the cruise line. You need to maybe talk to Virgin Voyages and say, hey, could you rope us off an area, 50 people, so we could be all together? And I'm sure they would be happy to do that. Now, you may not be in the most prime location taking up everyone's chairs, but I'm sure they could take care of that for you. The one that gets me the most is this picture right here. It is a towel in the middle of a table with 4 chairs around it. Obviously nice shading around it, and they thought they could hold that. It's just unacceptable behavior. Now, do you have a good chair hog story? One where someone got back at a chair hog? Would love to hear them in the comments. So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video and consider subscribing, as it does help the channel grow. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So cruise story number 3, and have you ever wanted to bring your dog on a cruise with you? And if so, you may get your opportunity as Margaritaville at Sea announced the first ever dog-friendly cruise. Now this will be on the Islander out of Port of Tampa in November of 2025. Now hold on, don't go out and book the cruise because it's being put on by Cruise Trails and West Orlando Expedia. So Cruise Trails will be the ultimate ones that approve every dog. And it's going to be 250 dogs. Now, some of the things that they will have is special doggy treats. They'll have a dog show, a dog parade, and they will have guest speakers and dog training. So there's going to have a lot of things for not only the passengers, but the dogs to enjoy. Would this be something that you'd want to do? Personally, to me, unfortunately, I know some passengers can be rude, and just my luck, I would get a rude passenger with a rude dog, and it would make my cruise miserable. That's just my thoughts. And you know what? If I can't have my dog with me, I wouldn't want to be on the cruise. Let me know what you guys think. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you again so much for the support. And until I talk to you soon, happy cruising.